Athens, Greece in 500 BC is important for us for two reasons. First, it's the birthplace of democracy. It wasn't a particularly inclusive democracy, it was only open to property holding citizen males, not slaves or women or even males who didn't own property. But secondly, it's also the birthplace of what we call rhetoric, or the study of how symbols can influence public mass audiences. And so what happened was is that if men, property holding men for the first time in recorded human history, can influence their votes, their families' votes, and other people's votes just by the public speeches that they make on behalf of a particular policy, like if they're going to increase olive groves or they're going to build a new Parthenon in downtown Athens, then there's a premium on that speech. That speech has much more value now than it ever has before. And so people who can teach better public speaking techniques become really valuable in that community. And so property holding men would pay people to come and teach them eloquence, teach them how to structure an argument, teach them how to arrange the argument, teach them how to word the argument, and then how to deliver the argument. These teachers of public speaking, and they were teachers of eloquence, including writing, but mostly public speaking in the day, were called the sophists. And the sophists are important to us because the sophists influenced the thinking of Plato, they influenced the thinking of Aristotle, who writes 3 treatises on rhetoric and the study of symbols and how they influence audiences, and particularly in democracies. And they also influenced later democracies, particularly in Rome. And one of the people we'll be referencing throughout today, whose lines we're going to try to memorize about how to arrange a public speech, is the Roman orator Cicero.